He opened the chip case, clipped a wire onto it, used a metal pen to create a short circuit. The woman inside the hibernation pod was awakened. He watched as she was released from the pod. Jim hurried to pack up his tools, fled the scene in a panic. This was a spaceship carrying many passengers. On its 30th year en route to humanity's second home, an accident occurred, causing a malfunction in the ship's systems. Jim, who was supposed to stay in hibernation for 120 years, was awakened early when he realized he was the only one who had been woken up, and that there were still 90 years to go before reaching the destination.
I woke up too soon.
He wanted to wake up the crew, to ask for their help, but he didn't have the authorization to open the pods. He found the hibernation pod maintenance manual, tried to put himself back to sleep, but ultimately failed. The only thing that could talk to him was an AI robot named Arthur. Arthur became Jim's only friend, but the robot had no emotions. Jim still tried to open the crew's pods, but failed again. The endless loneliness tormented him. Because of his passenger class, he could only stay in a standard cabin, order cheap coffee, and eat the same basic meals. The ship's malfunctions occasionally showed up, but Jim had no idea what was really happening. When he sank into despair, Arthur's words brought him back to his senses.
Take a break from worrying about what you can't control. Live a little.
He broke into the luxury area, tried out the Vienna suite, the basketball court, the custom restaurants. He experienced everything, but none of it filled the emptiness inside him. He went to the spacewalk zone, put on a suit and floated in space. Tears welled up in his eyes. The loneliness became unbearable. When he returned, he thought about ending it all. He stepped into the airlock, ready to open the hatch and end his life, but he gave up on the idea of dying. That was when he discovered a woman. After some investigation, he learned her name was Aurora. He stared at the hibernation manual, and a terrifying thought came to him. He wrestled with his conscience and morality.
I can't do it.
For several days. Eventually, he shaved off his beard, grabbed his tools, and stood before her pod, ready to wake her up. He short-circuited the hibernation pod. Aurora was released. He quickly cleaned up his tools and rushed back to his cabin in a panic. Now how would he deal with what came next?